Okay, spinning from a roll lag, and I am working on that now for my new spinning project. So here we go. I've got one in process. I'll finish this. Now I'm spinning this in a worsted style. When I start, I was doing something. When I start, it just pulls. So I took a combed top and I ran it through my hand cards, and then I turned them into roll lags. So it's not a completely smooth worsted prep of yarn anymore, or worsted prep fiber anymore. I'm still spinning in a worsted manner simply because woolen stresses me out, and I really want to make certain that my consistency stays fairly good with this one. I have 8 luscious ounces of this fiber, and I rearranged the colors to go from the yellow to this really deep pink, and so I'm going to do this eventually will be plied up as a 2-ply and gradient, so it'll move from the yellow to the pinks. And then what will happen is I plan to use this yarn when I'm done to turn it into one of my shawls. I'll probably, and I've got enough time now that it'll be a while before I get it started, because 8 ounces at a finer gauge, it takes a while. And that clicking you hear is my spinning wheel, the drive band knot. So, all right, picking up a new roll lag. I really can't see what I'm doing here in regards to, I'm trying to film myself and praying that this thing turns out. So I have the roll lag that I did up in this yellow fiber. I know there's silk in here. I'm thinking it's like a Polworth and silk. There wasn't a tag, so I don't know. But I do know it's by LC, created by LC, and it was gifted to me 2 years ago. And the colorway is called Snapdragon, and she has some wonderful, wonderful colors I really enjoy. I have a number of her fiber braids. So anyway, I took her braid apart and rearranged the color and did roll lags, and this is a new roll lag onto the old roll lag. So I need to change the hook, and I'm creeping it up and down this because I don't have a woolly winder on my this is my Saxony wheel that I did the demo on earlier for spinning silk. So anyway, coming in, and I simply come in at a 90-degree angle and catch. And then I just take tiny, I'm really a very fine drafting triangle. I'm not allowing the fiber spin to go up. If I wanted to do it in a woolen prep, I could, but I want you to understand this action here really just, the lack of control bothers me. This is how wound up I am, that woolen spinning just doesn't work with my brain. So I'm tend to be a worsted spinner, which is great because I'm a sock knitter. I could do a lovely woolen spinning and do a really super airy, very simple pattern, but with super, super, super airy, large needled project when I knit it up, and the fiber would puff up and be super warm. Woolen tends to be a warmer fiber or a warmer yarn because it traps air more readily. So I'm doing it this way. Again, this is how I'm doing it. I'm doing a drafting triangle. I'm using my back hand or my right hand to open the fiber up a little further. And I'm using my left hand or my forward hand as the break for the twist. I have the take up very light, and I'm just coming along, doing my thing. Spinning is very peaceful for me, and it's very meditative. Normally I sit quietly when I'm doing this, and when I'm done, I frequently feel like I have been in a super deep nap. It's just that wakefulness comes into play. So I hope that this is what you were hoping for. Kalja, I'm calling you out again because you know what? Totally gonna make you own the fact that you are a greedy lady for information. You're an information junkie. And I hope that this satisfies more of your brain. And I hope to see people soon. Getting a little done with my own company. And believe it or not, this introvert is really getting done with not being able to see people. And there's a few people that I desperately need to get some hugs from. So that's a little more selective. I'm not really comfortable with physical attention. So, but I have a few people that I desperately want to hug. And I hope you have a good weekend.